Red flag ba o green flag? Kilalanin natin ang anti-disinformation bill bago tayo tuluyang mag-commit. Meet our suitor, House Bill number 9465 or the Digital Media Anti-False Information Act. Haharapin niya ngayon ang iba't ibang organisasyon. Sino kaya ang makakahanap ng green flags at sino ang mapipilitang mag-pop ng balloon? Let's find out. So we want to know your communication style. What can you say or how do you define disinformation?
Una-una, gagawin nating illegal ang pag-spread o publish ng false information. Pero dapat ma-prove muna natin ginagawa ito or ginawa ito despite knowing the information was false. O kaya naman ay may intent to cause verifiable public harm or pose a serious threat to national security. Otherwise, the person cannot be penalized. Ay, Happy New Year.
Ayan,
Oo.
Happy New Year.
Red flag siya for me because I feel like it's very broad. Like, while there is like a hope for us that our legislators actually think that fake news and misinformation can end through some legal mechanisms, right? But we have to make sure that in the process, dapat walang power ang na-abuse. It provides broad power to the state. This broadness of power can actually be weaponized.
As journalists, no, we also believe din na there is no one who has monopoly on the truth.
Ngayon, let's talk about support.
So, kinaklaro natin na ginagawa nating illegal din para sa isang tao ang magtrabaho o madirect ng isang foreign state or foreign-funded influence operation to spread false information that threatens the public or poses a national security threat. So, kung galing yan sa ibang bansa at sinusuportahan niya yung pag-spread ng false information, definitely X yan.
Ayan na. Ang sakit ng tenga ko na today.
Medyo tagilid tayo doon. So, swipe left muna ako. When a law is intentionally left vague, it does not just regulate but it also targets. So, for organizations, parang may possibility of unfair na pag-target sa mga organizations such as Youth Voices Count and several organizations who receive funding and collaborate with organizations on a global scale. So, medyo nagre-raise ito ng concern and security naman sa mga organizations and people who would like to volunteer and advocate and join these organizations in fear na baka maakusahan sila of violating the bill. So yun po, swipe left po muna.
Ano naman yung say mo on, let's say, free speech, no?
Right? Siyempre, nakakalagay naman doon na hindi natin isusuppress ang any political opinion, criticism sa government, journalism, whistleblowing, public interest advocacy, opinion, academic discourse, or other forms of protected speech.
I think tama naman talaga na we don't actually suppress, especially journalists, no? Like, they don't stop them from unveiling the truth because that's what they're supposed to do.
Medyo goal naman natin maging transparent, no? We will make sure social media platforms publicly disclose kung ito ay sponsored content, political ads, paid campaigns, and big takedowns of networks or accounts spreading false information.
This provision kasi, I think it's very punitive on an individual level. No? It is a good step to ask platforms for accountability. Again, yes, this network exists, no? Pero I think we should also look into yung possibility na baka itong network na to are real persons belonging to echo chambers that are having just the same opinion and same views.
May isa pa natitira. That's the silver lining.
Gagawin natin ang mga social media platforms ay dapat nakikipag-partner with independent third-party fact-checkers in labeling and verifying posts. Susubukan din natin na dapat nagwo-work sila with schools and civil society to promote media and information literacy. DepEd and CHED will also have to make sure media and digital literacy are taught in all levels of education.
I think it's also high time that this the media information literacy should be integrated in the education system of the country because let's face it, we're facing a crisis in terms of misinformation and disinformation. And kapag integrated siya with the learning process of a kid, for instance, from primary education until college, baka ma-instill sa kanila na talagang mali ang pagpapakalat ng fake news. At hindi lang yung understanding, acting out kung ano dapat magawa to stop spreading misinformation and disinformation.
Siguro sa usaping third party. It's a very sensitive topic, especially in relationships, no? Siguro it gives me a lot of like trust naman and confidence that it's an independent third-party fact-checker. So, yung concern ko lang na parang sabi ko, medyo yellow flag siya. I agree with the with the other lines of provision. Kaso, I also want to know the credibility of that third party. So, yun lang. Baka may mag-send ng CV. Uy! Applications!
Ayun na nga. So, sino ba ang magmo-monitor kung epektibo nga ba ako? Wow. May performance rating.
Acting naman kami
Oo
dito.
nga. Isang Joint Congressional Oversight Committee completely composed of lawmakers. Ay.
Kung isa lang po yung magbabantay ng isang bill po or ng isang batas, siguro doon po tayo magkakaroon ng problema. Paano po natin masisigurado kung nasa batas po or nagawa po yung batas na yun? Kung naging positive po yung change niya sa ating society. Yun lang naman po. So, kailangan po may academics pa rin na magbabantay. Even the society din po. So, kailangan meron po tayong mga ganong part na magbabantay pa rin po ng batas.
I think ang gagaling nyo. It's a deserve. It's a deserve. Maraming salamat.
And just like that, 0 matches. Swipe left ang naging desisyon ng iba't ibang organisasyon laban sa censorship at control. Kayo, anong tingin niyo sa House Bill 9465? Know more about the bill by reading this story and decide for yourself kung red flag ba o green flag. Kung gaano tayo ka-discerning sa mga dinidate natin, dapat ganun din tayo kapili at kaprecise sa mga batas na sinusuportahan natin. Hindi lahat ng lumalapit at nagpapakilalang tagapagtanggol ay ligtas kasama.